Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to our Springbok Media Conference. Just to explain how today is going to work is we've got two sections because obviously tomorrow is a training and media free day. So we'll have Thomas du Toit coming in after Damian and Malcolm. He'll be in for 10 minutes and his quotes are embargoed for Thursday, for tomorrow. You can use Malcolm and Damian today, obviously. So yeah, I'll just remind you at the end, but please just note that as well when you are doing your copy. We'll take a couple of questions as usual from South Africa, and then we'll take some questions from the floor over here in London. And if there is an opportunity afterwards to ask further questions, we will obviously allow you that. And then yeah, I'll send out the recording shortly after the media conference. So we'll get cracking immediately with Ashfaq.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. First of all, congrats to you guys, Malcolm and Damian, for your selection to the World Team of the Year. Great achievement there. Firstly, how does that feel for you guys? And then secondly, just for Malcolm, the England pack, they're always a big challenge, especially at home. What have you guys thought of, what to come up with to try and counter the physicality, especially in the malls?
Yeah, I think we know that how good England's pack is. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what we've come up with, but yeah, obviously we've worked really hard this week on focusing on ourselves and where we can improve from last week's games and the weeks before that. Obviously, we've seen England's pack and how good they are and how dominant they've been. So we do know it is going to be a great challenge for us at set piece. Yeah, I think we're all looking forward.
Ross?
So sorry, Zina, maybe just Damian can answer on the World Team of the Year thing.
Yeah, it's nice. Obviously, it would have been a lot more sweeter if we had it. Well, I wouldn't say we were bad as a team, but I think if we won a couple more games this year, it would have been a lot better for us as a team going forward. But yeah, I think without the help of the other players around Malcolm and myself, we wouldn't be in the position where we are. So in the individual award, he's great, but yeah, we want to get things right as a team, and we want to be a lot more consistent than what we have been since we've been in Europe.
Ross, you can go.
Thank you. Thanks, Zina. How's it, guys? Damian, obviously, it was a really good win over Italy this past weekend. So has the mood in the camp just been really positive this week, building up to the England game? And for yourself, how was it playing at 13? Did you quite enjoy that change? Was it a bit different to what you're used to? And are you sort of happy to be back at 12, or do you really not mind?
The mood has been pretty much the same. Yeah, every week, as a few of us as players, we sit down and we chat, and we are incredibly blessed by the work that our coaching staff put in. So we treat every team the same. We'll give Italy, we'll give Tonga, especially when we played Canada and Namibia in the 2019 World Cup. We gave them the same amount of respect that we give any other team that we play against. So and the amount of analysis that our coaches get through and they give to us as players, I think we are incredibly blessed and we're very lucky. So the attitude will always be the same. The intensity at training might differ from week to week depending on how we feel and what we want to come up with on the weekend. Yeah, and playing 12 or 13, I don't really mind. It was nice playing 13. So there's a bit more space, wider channels, and I think this past week against Italy, we managed to get the ball there quite a bit, which is quite nice. So that was our plan for the weekend, and hopefully, if things go well for us this week, hopefully we can get the ball to the wider channels again. It's nice to see guys like Kirtley, and hopefully we can get Mapimpi into space, because when they are running at full tilt, it's nice to watch. So as I play 12 or 13, hopefully we can get the ball to the wider channels again.
Ashfaq?
Damian, just on that, people who followed you from a young age and know you from Cape Town know the skill set that you have, but a lot of Bok fans may give you some stick for being sort of a battering ram. I know that's the game plan and you have to get over the advantage line, but it must have been refreshing to be able to sort of show off your skills a bit more and like you say, create the space for the guys out wide too. You must enjoy it to have a bit of a break from running into forwards.
Yeah, it was nice. Obviously, that is our game plan from time to time. Obviously, we know we're not going to be dominant throughout the whole game, so it is tough running into 3 or 4 forwards at once. But yeah, like Malcolm and myself and all other guys in the team, we're here to serve each other. So whether I have to bash it up 10 times a game or once and we can get the ball wide, I'll do that. So.
Justin?
Thank you, Zina. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Malcolm, net vir jou asseblief in Afrikaans as jy nie omgee nie. Nie die algemene hey? Not going to happen.
I'm sorry.
That's a no.
Dukes, are you? I think you should be all right then.
No.
Hey?
I'm just a bit worse than Malcolm.
All right, Malcolm, we'll stick to you then in English, if you don't mind. Then, just from that forward pack, and I think just from a competition point of view, it does appear to be a very healthy position that you guys find yourselves in, whereby the coaches, when all these oaks are available and fit, there's selection sort of headache. I mean, for you guys as players, is that also a good thing, knowing that there's healthy competition and you guys just really want to continue to fight hard for that bench place or that starting position?
Yeah, definitely. I think the competition within our own team is healthy, makes us better players. Obviously, knowing that there's different players pushing for the same position as you, you obviously want to improve, and that helps the whole team improve, I think, as a whole. So, I think having good competition and players sort of pushing each other in the right direction, that can only benefit the team at the end of the day.
Guys, any further questions from online? And Ross?
Thanks again. Malcolm, one of the things this season is, you guys have been sort of stopped in the malls in certain games and stuff. Have you guys been working hard on how to try and, fix that during a game when the team manages to work that out? As, some games you guys have been absolutely dominant, and then other games you sort of get stopped in your tracks. So has that been something you've been working hard on?
Yeah, I think it's something we work hard on every week. As Dukes and them do their things for the backs, the forwards do the same thing. We work as hard as we can on each area, not just the areas that we want to improve on. So, we have there are games where we have been stopped, but there's also been games where we've been dominant. So, I think obviously the team leaders and the guys that lead those specific areas of the game obviously come up with plans on the pitch as we go. So I think it's been managed pretty well.
Guys, we are going to switch to the floor. I see there's 2 hands up, Ashfaq and Adnan. Ashfaq, you've already asked, so we'll give Adnan this gap. And then if there's a chance, we'll come back to you once we've had questions from the media in attendance. So Adnan, you can go.
Thanks, Gina. Just wanted to ask Malcolm, I'm not sure if it was asked before, just for his inclusion in the Dream Team and also Damian.
Yeah, it was, but Duke's answered. But I think just to latch on to what Duke said, I think without the team, the individual sort of nothing. So I don't think it's just the names that are there. I think it's for the whole team, how everybody contributed, not just as the 23 on the field, but the whole squad that's on the tour. So, I don't think sort of take that as an individual accolade, but as a team, it's been special to be around a bunch of guys that care, that are willing to give everything every weekend.
Questions, Avia? Hendrik?
Damian, talking the off-the-field stuff one side, I see a very tight Springbok group on tour. Do you agree, and what makes the group tight?
Yeah, I fully agree. I think we all get along very well. I think we got good cohesion inside the squad. I think everyone respects each other. There's no hierarchy, which is nice, but there is that level of respect for the guys that have been around for a long time. Or even a guy with the first cap, he gets the same amount of respect. So, I think I wouldn't say we're not comfortable. I think we come into training every day and we work as hard as what we did the week before and the day before. But yeah, there is that level of respect. I think a lot of us have been together for quite a while now as well, I think, which also helps. Malcolm started in 2016. He's been around. I started in up in 2014, and some other guys also started 2014 and 2013. So I think a lot of us have been around for about 5 or 6 years, and to be together for that long, I think we get a lot better understanding of each other, and hopefully carry on building with that. And hopefully we can make many more happy moves together.
Damian, as you rightly said, that you've been around since 2014, but what would it mean for you guys to Twickenham? You weren't part of the 2014 side, but you've been part of the other games where things haven't gone quite well.
Yeah, I don't think I've played against England and beaten them at Twickenham. I have won a game or two, yeah, but it was against other international teams. But yeah, it would be incredible. I mean, it's always a tough encounter. They're also a great team, and they've been also up and down these past few games. So I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but yeah, I think from 2018 we were very close. Last year we were very close, and hopefully this year we can turn things around.
What makes them so difficult to play against, and what makes them so hard to play against at Twickenham? What's different about Twickenham that's different about every other ground? You've won in Wellington, won in Yokohama, but what about Twickenham that's been tricky, and about England that's been tricky at Twickenham?
Yeah, I don't know. I think last year, I thought we played well in patches. I don't think we played well consistently enough. I think hopefully we'll be a lot more consistent this weekend on the field. We had a few moments last year where we should have won the game, and obviously gave away a soft try, that line out, the set piece line out, and then there was a few silly penalties we gave away. Those last 5 minutes, I think Epi got a yellow card, which was a bit of a harsh call as well, but felt like those last 5-10 minutes we maybe wanted to overdo it, maybe lost a bit of composure. We tried to force things to try and get the ball back, try and win the game. Just maybe forcing ourselves a bit too much, gave away silly penalties. So yeah, we have learned about it, we have spoken about it as a group, and hopefully we can get things right on Saturday.
Damian, is this a good chance to get that first win for yourself at Twickenham against England? They're not in great form themselves, maybe struggling for a couple of nations in a couple of key areas of the pitch. Is this a good opportunity for you guys to win it?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. I think every time we play them, it's a massive occasion. And, obviously, I can never write them off, especially watching those last 8 minutes against New Zealand last week, by the forward back. And I know there was a bit of negative comments about them kicking the ball out, but I think a lot of teams would have did the same thing. So I think, yeah, we will always give them the respect they deserve, and hopefully come Saturday, we'll pitch up, and hopefully, like I said, we'll be a lot more consistent and a lot closer than what we were last year.
I mean, how a vital role does a captain like Sia play to make sure that you stay a tight group?
Yeah, he's incredible. Especially on the field, he's very composed. A lot of us are quite composed, and we all help each other. I know, like Malcolm said now, all have our own departments that we try and look out for on the field. So, yeah, we'll always try and give good messages, give clear messages of what we're trying to achieve on the field, and what's working and what's not working, and what we can do better. But yeah, Sia's incredible. He's playing incredible rugby. He has been for the past 2 or 3 years. So, like Malcolm and I said, we'll always serve the team first, and no matter what Sia asks of us on the field, jump on Saturday and give each other runs.
How easy would it be for you guys to just empty the tank on Saturday? It is the last game of what has been a long and season, but that end of the season game is where you can just flash out all the energy and then worry about the following year next year.
Yeah, I think we've obviously given our best in every test that we've played in, regardless of the first or the last one. Obviously, things went our way in some, and things didn't in others. So I think the guys are excited and are very, very keen to get out and play against England. Obviously, especially here, where, as Duke said, we haven't really won. Well, I've never won again against them at Twickenham either. So I think the guys are excited, and I think they are keen to empty their tanks.
Just to follow on that, obviously it's the last game of 2022. The next time you meet up the national squad, countdown will be on for the World Cup as Damian champions. Is it important here, you know?
Yeah, tough question to answer, but I don't think any team likes losing. You obviously go onto the field and you obviously want to give your best, and hopefully your best is good enough to win the game. I think the same for us as for England. Both probably want to win this game quite desperately, and obviously into the next year on a high win, on a positive note.
Damian, I know that as individual players, you never worry about individual contests, but what kind of different challenge does a Manu Tuilagi bring as a centre? He's built differently, he runs differently, he plays differently. What kind of different challenge does he bring?
Yeah, I think if you can just stop him on the game line, I think that's pretty good. I mean, he's a devastating runner. I haven't seen him, obviously, I haven't played against him, I don't know him that well personally, so yeah, but by the looks of it, he has lost a bit of weight and he looks in good condition. So yeah, whether he plays or whether anyone else plays, I'm looking forward to the challenge on Saturday.
I think, Malcolm, not just a contest that we've seen the forwards, but just talk us through watching Evan play against Billy Vunipola. I mean, Billy, again, stocky, built number 8. Again, one really stopped clearly on the game line. But how do you see that panning out? I mean, Evan has played very well. I mean, even in the URC, he did make a lot of bigger forwards look silly. Dwayne was an example in one of the, I think, one of the Ulster games. So just that contest, how excited does that contest make you?
Extremely excited. He's obviously a great rugby player, and I'm excited to see him start, especially against a team like England on the weekend. I think it is going to be a great matchup to see how they go at each other. I think not only me or the rest of the world are keen to see how it goes. So yeah, I think it is going to be a challenging one. Billy's experience and how many tests he's played for England, and obviously Evan's experience of playing so well in the URC. I think it's going to be a great matchup.
Finally, from my side, anyone of you guys can answer this, but do you feel that Saturday's game will be a proper advertisement of the health of test rugby around the world? Because, I mean, every team is beaten. A lot of teams have been beating each other. I mean, England go into this game having lost Argentina. You guys beat Argentina twice, but Argentina also beat New Zealand and Australia this year.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's going to be good. Looking forward to the challenge, and yeah, it's going to be incredible to see the atmosphere and by the crowd sings, but yeah, just excited to play on Saturday.
Awesome. Guys, just before you just take this one question from Ashfaq, and then Thomas can come in. Ashfaq?
Thank you, Zina. To Damian and perhaps Malcolm can also come in here. I see Rassi is on the call, but I know he's not allowed to answer, so I'll ask you, Damian. As a penny drop, he's not allowed to. As a penny drop for the Springbok team, Damian, in terms of attack. We saw it in the 2019 final what you guys are capable of, and glimpses here and there. But certainly against France, even though you lost, and last week against Italy, it was noticeable that the mindset seemed quite a bit different. That almost like the first option was to hold on to the ball and play with width, whereas perhaps other times is to take it up the middle, box kick, and those kind of things. And I mean, it was great results in terms of execution and tries and some wonderful plays there. Is that the way forward for you guys, or is that just depending on the situation?
Yeah, I would say it's a bit of both. I think us as a group, we have to improve. Yeah, it was tough. We didn't play in 2020, so couldn't make other plans. And then obviously 2021 we played the British Irish Lions, so we hadn't been together as a group for almost 2 years after winning the World Cup. And obviously we couldn't change much because we weren't together or hadn't seen each other for so long. So yeah, I think last year just being together again for the first time in a long time, I think it was just to get a feel for each other again and get things going again. And I think this year we have tried a lot of new things, mostly in the Rugby Championship and interviewed in the Nation Series now. So yeah, and we will always look to improve, and I think we are heading in the right direction. We obviously, Sorry,
Cramping, sorry.
Cramping, sorry. So we always look to improve, but yeah, we know that starts with our basics, and we need to get our basics a lot better. And I think we have done that quite well over these past few weeks. So hopefully, come next year, we will have developed a lot more as players, and then hopefully we can develop as a team as well.
And just from Malcolm, just from your side on that also, I mean, try and shifting contact instead of just going straight at defenders.
Yeah, I think Duke's pretty much summed it up pretty well. See the 2 years that we hadn't been together, and then as we come back together last year and playing again. Yeah, I think we're obviously trying stuff and obviously trying to improve as a team, not just as individuals.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Girls. See how it goes.
Guys, we'll know. Please note that they, again, just a reminder, you can use their quotes today, and then Thomas, who will come up right now, his quotes are embargoed for tomorrow.
Thank you.